everyone, this is Cody from server 73, and in this video we are going to speak about Flavius Belisarius. He's one of the epic immortals or purple immortals that people currently use. It's this guy because of his ultimate effect, the Shadow Strike. Shadow Strike is inflicting physical damage on a target enemy row and has a 50% chance of inflicting Gloom Remedy, where all healing effects are converted into damage for 10 seconds. That sounds extremely like a counter for any heal teams. People don't play it in the main teams because the double tank and Poseidon Athena, for example, is still way better. But he is something for a third march, I would say, and he can do pretty good. We will watch some replay soon. About the skill recommendation, so first he's a shield man and a defense immortal. Since he is purple, he don't have any exclusive artifacts, so you're just going to use one that you just have. It also doesn't really matter if you have resilience rate, resilience value, defense, physical defense percentage, or physical defense flat. I'm using the one for Ionias. I could also use this one, but because this one is way better, physical defense is still better, but I want to use the physical defense on Yusun Jin, so I decided to go with this one. Also, my skill zones are not really maxed. I put the ones that I just had, and actually that's it. So about the skills, we're going to use Adrenaline Rush and we're going to use Wind Rage, so that's the both skills that you always want to run with him to just proc his ultimate. That is our key. You also, we'll just quickly watch the setup. You also don't want to play him with another tank. In a setup with Cyrus, you need some damage dealers. I'm using Wukong and Wu in this case. So that is how you have to set it up and what you should play. We will just quickly see some fights and if he can do pretty good or not. Sorry Dande, but I have to hit you now because you're on the left side. Now we will just try the double tank, then the fire. Maybe the fire is hitting at least a bit his heal team, and then we will just go with the holy. So we'll just see if we have any results. No, in this case he didn't proc that well. He procced like one time the Shadow Strike because Alex just killed him. I had to check what line it is. That was a bit stupid. Don't put him in front of the line when he has combo. We'll just see another one. We can hit Thorfinn and can see if he has any heal on here. I think he doesn't really have a heal. We will just see who's Sal. Okay, we will check if Sal has a Holy Chaos team. It's over here. Okay, we'll just set it up like this. Same double tank, and then we have Flavius on the right side. Sorry, wrong one. This one. This is okay. It's facing Athena then. I hope I can kill both teams and then can do the rest. Let's see if it did any damage. Not really, because his ultimate. So the point is, the Shadow Strike has to proc fast. It was 42 seconds. I will hop into this one because here I had my double tank second march to kill the other setups, and then I was facing this team, and there it suddenly killed the whole Chaos Holy because the Shadow Strike was hitting 13 times. This is pretty good. My team survived 1 minute 28. To be honest, I don't really know why, because as you could see in the reports before, it didn't really work. We can just quickly see if we had Spider. Okay, we don't know we had Spider, but we don't know if people were participating and are buffed now. That could be one reason, but this is no buff versus no buff, and we will just see how it works, if we can see the Shadow Strike or not. Also the good part here that it's not facing straight ahead Poseidon. But I thought, like, I mean, it's 89%, but still, it's my third marsh, and I have 100%, but that doesn't really matter. There you could see. We'll quickly hop into it because the point here is the Shadow Strike just hit the whole team before the healing was proccing. Fire Breath. We will just slow it down. We will see. Because the bars of Theodora and Fufei are almost full, but also Flavius is nearly full, and you can see that he will proc before they proc, and then you can just see when you watch Theodora and Fufei that they deal a lot of damage to the front line with both heals. So Shadow Strike is hitting now. Shadow Strike hit, and then Fufei procced already, and then you can see now Theodora. And you could see that the bars in the front were just yeah, melting a bit. Also the fact that Vitality Touch is proccing a lot and Shelter is kinda interesting that it's also dealing damage to the own team. But of course, as you could see before in the fights, you have to have a lot of procs to make it work. Fire is a burst team, it's not a perfectly good tank team or survival team. I have Wukong to have the, as you could see on Wu and on him, to have like the absolute defense proc for a little bit survivability. But yeah, it also could time out here now, for example, but still the Shadow Strikes are coming, and maybe we can see a little debuff when he's proccing, because that is what I didn't see. No, we don't see any debuff. I didn't see any debuff for the whole fight, to be honest. But yeah, we can just see the damage numbers when the healing is proccing, so... That was very interesting. That was an interesting win. I like the combination, to be honest. I mean, Fire is working way better with Trajan, of course. But when you have field teams or a lot of field teams, and since we have... it won't work a lot versus Earth teams because they are working with shields. But yeah, it is a kind of possibility to deal some damage. We can just try here. We can see that there's Fufei, and maybe we can do a bit. I know that Dragula's Himiko is pretty strong, but we will just see if we can do a little bit of damage, and maybe it is losing some. Now you can see here, it is losing some. That is actually already the indicator. This is the main team minus the third team. As I explained, the Fire would never win versus that kind of teams. Only when Flavius is proccing a lot. And you could see here, first of all, the healing is important from the Battle Authority to survive. And here you could see Athena, the Vitality Touch and the Holy and Grace. This is her skill, and Vitality Touch is Triskill, is doing like 2 million damage. Here you could see also Athena's damaging herself, Fufei was damaging her. Only Himiko and Fufei herself didn't receive any damage. But that is kind of interesting because we will just see. Maybe we see now a debuff or something like this. This is a double tank team, so it needs time to proc damage, and there you have a better chance to proc your Shadow Strikes from Flavius. Whereas a mixed martial would be way more difficult because they are like fast damage dealers, and that's kind of different. Now he procced, but still we don't see any debuffs. We don't see it here. It's just the burn effect, and that's it. The rest is buffing for damage and defense and stuff. There he got stunned. This is also, of course, a possibility when he gets stunned that he won't proc it. but maybe we can see another one. And now you could see maybe this one converts target's healing into damage. There's a this is interesting. This is the debuff effect. So a plus in red. That is interesting. I didn't see it before. Just saw it now. 80%, 20%. I did some damage. This is good. I mean, in a rally, it could be like the 5th Marsh that can break the team in the end. This is very, very interesting. Okay, arena is bugged. Okay, perfect. Now, so, okay, still bugged. It's just loading, maybe. No. So we'll just see Mike not using skills. Fictions, sorry, fictions. Maybe also not. They are all farming gnomes or shit, I don't know. Maybe we can just see here in some reports. No, just no. It doesn't work versus shadow teams because they don't really have any healing, so it's just melting my shadow. Yeah, but maybe we can just try. I mean, we already faced Dragula, but it's still a bit different. We can just put like this, and we can see we even lost. You could see, look, Shadow Strike hit 2 times, but nothing really happened. So that is a big problem. Also here, I don't know why they lost so many health points versus only 38 million damage. It's like nothing. But okay, it is what it is. And then I just died. So that's okay. We saw Mike. Now we will stop here because we don't have a good result here. Fictions was also not setting up anything. Okay, that's it for now. We saw that he can work pretty well versus the healing, and that is what I wanted to show you. So when you have the possibility to get him, then do it. You can just the point now is I don't know how you can unlock him, because when you have unlocked him, I had unlocked him from the old Chaos Roulette, but he's not in here anymore. It's only the golden immortals. So in the past you could just go for one immortal like for Bjorn, and then you got his shots as well. So basically when you have him unlocked, you can just go through the market and can just buy his fragments here for most likely gems. That is a bit expensive, but he is worth it, so that's for sure. Also, as you can see, I don't hit him. I'm just watching the purple immortals. So it takes a while. It takes a lot of tickets. As you can see, I just have 500 left because I did it quite a lot. But then you will pop up, and like I said, 500 gems for 10 fragments. It doesn't take so long to max him because he doesn't need as many fragments as the yellow ones, but that is how you can finish him to test him out in your whatever marsh. Yeah, I hope that was a bit helpful to explain him. Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.